Good morning, you're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, 'tis the season to say goodbye to racing this year at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Coming up in this week's episode, we take a look back at the year that was, that and much more. Take a look. We are saying goodbye to another great season here at Pocono Downs. Plus, the amateur drivers were on display at Harrah's, and harness racing's championships were held at the Meadowlands. We'll have all of your Breeders' Crown action next. Racing's fastest paced half hour starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
And they're off. Hello there, Kimasabi, and we'd like to wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving from us and ours.
There you go, at PA Harness Week.
At PA Harness Week, or as we affectionately call it, Paha Week. You can call it whatever you like, just watch.
That's exactly right.
Is that true?
Because we are going to gobble up some incredible harness racing action today.
Are you implying I have a turkey neck? Excuse me.
You said it, not me.
Okay, all right, if you want to be that way about it. I see how we're starting this show already, this Turkey Day edition, folks. Okay. All right, there's no bigger question than who is going to be Harness Horse of the Year?
You're right. No bigger question than that in the universe.
Maybe world peace is a close second. I don't know,
right.
Whatever. But anyway, let's do this. Why don't we discuss the possible candidates for Horse of the Year?
Oh gosh, well, I mean, honestly, Sweet Lou in the open pacing division. I mean, you know, he had those 10 wins in a row.
He did.
Nuncio and Father Patrick for 3-year-old trotting division. I mean, that's even a battle right there for the Colts and Horse of the Year.
Right.
JK, She's a Lady. Of course, foiled again. I always got to throw him in the mix.
Of course. And speaking of Tom Jones's horse, She's a Lady.
Ah, yes, okay.
JK, you know what JK stands for? Just kidding.
Oh.
Come on, babe. You're on social media all the time. What's up with that?
Actually, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
No, it's for the breeders. Everybody, they always put JK in the beginning of their horse's name.
That's what they told her. It's a bold-faced lie. Trust me, believe me. All right, as a matter of fact, when we talk about JK, She's a Lady, who is undefeated, well, Heather's got a race for it as she goes for number 12 in the Breeders' Crown.
Yes, you know, they say it all comes down to the Breeders' Crown, and talking about Horse of the Year honors, right here, we're kicking it off. A $500,000 final here. It's the 2-year-old filly Pacers. Number 3 is JK, She's a Lady, undefeated, 11 for 11 this year. She's the 1-9 favorite. She's the epitome of fabulous. Her only threat in here really is number 9, Sassa Hanover. She's 7-1. She showed a lot of potential lately, and she was second, though, to JK, She's a Lady in their elimination.
And there goes JK, She's a Lady, launched to the outside, was 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and up and after Better Be stepping as they near the half mile. Heart Major is a tight 3rd. It's a length to Southwind Roulette 4th near the half. Sassa Hanover to the outside 5th. Whip taps for Divine Caroline to the outside 6th. Up the rail comes Better, and then it's Heavenly Bride on the outside. Ideal Nuggets, and well, hello there. 54-4. It's a brisk pace here. JK, She's a Lady, committed to the front, leads it by 2 lengths now. It's JK, She's a Lady. Sassa Hanover on the outside. World champion fillies hooking up here in the Breeders' Crown stride for stride. Better and Better is right there, a tight 3rd as they approach 3/4. And inching up steadily, 4th on the outside is Campbell and Divine Caroline within striking range. Now 4th on the outside and coming on. Heart Major is 5th, 3/4, 1:22-4. Into the stretch drive of the Breeders' Crown. JK, She's a Lady, put to the test. Sassa Hanover on the outside, pouring it on and giving her all she can handle. Then it's Better and Better, and well, hello there on the inside. JK, She's a Lady prevails.
Better Be Steppin' got the first holla past the first quarter mark, but then JK, She's a Lady. She is not a lady. She is not a horse. She is a mountain lion. Ow! She is like an unbelievably...
A cougar?
She's a cougar. She goes for the cat bite, right for the throat, right? She takes the top. and she stays there. Wins in 1:15.2. It's a track record. It's a stakes record. Sasa Hanover, she did give her a challenge in that last part of the mile, but JK, she's a lady. I mean, just too much in here. By the way, trainer Nancy Johansson says that JK, she's a lady, is on vacation now in North Carolina. Well deserved. She's a major contender for Horse of the Year honors. Now, if that happens, she'll be the first 2-year-old pacing filly ever in harness racing history to become the harness horse of the year. So, wow, I know. So her fans are very excited about that. And one of her biggest fans right now happens to be her driver, and that is Tim Tetrick. Let's see what he had to say about this amazing final.
The way it was shaken out, I was either going to have to be first up again or I moved her to the front, and you know, she did the rest. You know, Sasa come at her and run at her hard enough, and then my mare just put her away and raced really strong and really good all the way to the wire.
Did you ever anticipate something like this, though? 12 of 12 leading horse of the year candidate?
You know, I knew she was going to be good. I didn't really know that she was going to be this good. That was always a pleasant surprise, but she's just super special, and I'm just blessed to have her in my barn.
Later on in the show, we're going to have more Breeders' Crown action. So much, as a matter of fact, you will be on Overkill and Overdrive, but you can never get enough of this stuff. It's that good. When we come back, racing action from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs, and right here at Harris, Philadelphia. Don't you dare go away.
Speed again, back in from Harris. Won the last time he was here. Has it by a length and a half.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, you. Welcome back to our show. We call it PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross. Hope you're having a great day. And of course, the most festive of all holiday seasons is now in full gear.
Yeah, see, I've got my red on. I'm
see
getting
that.
Spirit on. Yeah.
See this? I don't have my red on, but I'm here in spirit anyway, okay? Let's go to Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs. Saturday night was their curtain downer, but it was not a downer in any other shape or the form of the word. And we have, here's the feature. It was a $35,000 open pace. Number 5, PH Super Cam with Georgie Knapp was even money. Number 1, Speed Again, 2-1 with Andrew McCarthy. Number 3, Mickey Hanover with Simon Allard was 5-2, and Jim Avili's got that call for you.
Speed Again, trying to hold up against the pressure of Mickey Hanover. 3/4, 121-4, 26-4 on the back. Speed Again still by a length. Mickey Hanover starts to drop back. Something in the Wind is a threat in the pocket. I Like Dreamin' trying to come on. Some room now for PH Super Cam. Top of the stretch, Speed Again still on top. McCarthy urging him on. Outside is a Something in the Wind, getting closer now, and Something in the Wind takes the late lead.
Not surprisingly, Speed Again showed speed again and went right to the front, not surprisingly, and hung up some speedy splits again, attempting to dazzle this bunch with his speed again. But for all his speed again, he got beat by Something in the Wind, who was number 4 off a 21-1 with Ant Knapp, who got a perfect 2-hole trip and beat the chalk home in 150 flat. Speed Again was second. PH Super Cam was third. And they just came down, of course. The meet ended at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, and our Sharla McBride caught up with marketing maven Jenn Starr to go over what happened with this great 2014 meeting.
All right, I am joined here by Jenn Starr at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. We hate to say goodbye to racing here each year, but it's always nice to look back. What are some of your favorite moments, some of the greatest moments that we saw here this year?
We just had such a phenomenal night for Sun Stakes Saturday. 7 world records on that night alone in June, which was just amazing. Sebastian K, fastest trotter ever, period. Sweet Lou, fastest pacer with the 147. I mean, what a night it was. It was just amazing. And that's just that night. The racing throughout the year was the best that we've ever seen, and it just keeps getting better and better.
You're right, it does keep getting better and better, and we can expect a lot of the great things for next year as well. I hear there's a big anniversary.
50th anniversary for Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. We're going to plan the biggest celebration ever, and we are planning on August for that, and we'll release the date shortly. And that will be the biggest party to celebrate not only a gorgeous track, but the best of 50 years of racing.
Thank you, Sharla, and thank you, Jen. We're heading from one Pennsylvania track that has closed for the season to another one who will stay open through much of December. It's here at Philadelphia. We're going to take a look at some action from last Sunday. Non-winner, 17,500. Last 5 races. Number 7 is Take It Back, Terry. The favorite here has made the most money this year in this field. Number 2 is Shadow Brand with George Napolitano Jr. on the bike. He was a leading trainer at Pocono, and we love him here at Harris, Philadelphia,
Love
too.
that spike, dude.
Yes, we do. Number 3, Linwood Player, tough horse, and he starts for trainer Dylan Davis.
Take It Back, Terry, with an anxious bid from Linwood Player. These two throw down in the face of Ooh Bad Boy. Outside 3 swings, could not go on with cover. Shadow Brian D's gap to the inside 5th. They straighten away. Take It Back, Terry, trying to rebuff the bid of Linwood Player, trying to get up the inside. Ooh Bad Boy, 3 to a drive. Take It Back, Terry staying on.
Take It Back, Terry races like a 1-to-5 favorite should, although he has to work hard to get to the front. He does get there past the stands, and you know he has to fight off Linwood Player, who, God, I love watching this horse race. 13 to 1. He has no idea what his odds are. He comes the first up. And those two really tough it out, but it is the favorite, Take It Back, Terry, who does win in 152-1 with Matt Kakaley in the bike. Linwood Player, real tough, he's second, and then, oh, Bad Boy was third.
Okay, let's stay here at Harris, Philly. This is race 8 on Sunday. It was a CKG Billings Championship. It's for amateur drivers. The distance was 1.25 miles. Russian Supreme, the even money chalk with Mitchell Walker wired in 2:30 and 4. Now, if you bet the superfecta with the chalk over the 3 Jewish guys driving named David, who finished 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Offenberg, Yarek, and Ehrenberg, all you won was $1,059.40. Who says you can't make money in this game?
That's right. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about the CKG Billings Gold Championship race. The first $25,000, Rebel Strike got away 5th, but then he followed cover, and to get up in the final stride, winning in 2:31, paying $9.20. Taking second was Catching Katie, and the show money went to Keystone Sadie. Now, getting his picture taken was driver Matt Zuccarello, and not only in Victory Lane did that happen, but also he ended up getting down on one knee and proposing to his longtime girlfriend, Kim Verilotti. And so congratulations to them. What an exciting visit into Victory Lane.
How nice. Congratulations, guys. Those amateur guys, they take their business seriously, too.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen.
All right, when we come back, we're going to head up to the Big M and Breeders' Crown Championships. Will be in your face next. Don't worry.
Sweet Lou inside by a long neck. Modern Legend on the outside applying the pressure.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, you. Welcome back. This is PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross. But you know that because you watch the show every week. I mean, come on. We've been on how many weeks already? We only got a few more. So we're deep in the home stretch, but they know who we are.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We can see them, so that's an old story, though. Okay. All right, back to action. As promised, the Meadowlands was the racing capital of the world over the weekend. 4 Breeders' Crown races on Friday. Let's attack the Friday's first. Boy, talk about horseflesh. Amazing. Race 7. The $250,000 Breeders' Crown Trot Final for Open Mares. Number 2, Classic Martine with Tim Tetrick with 6-5 chalk. But Be a Magician, off at 5-2 with Brian Sears, wired the field and beat Classic Martine ahead in 151-4. Number 4, Handover Bell, 5-1 with Matt Kakaley, got 3rd.
Okay, on to the $500,000 Breeders' Crown Final for 2-year-old Philly Trotters. Mission Brief, the 2-5 favorite, accomplished her mission, getting to the front by the half, winning by over 4 4 lengths in a stakes record of 151-4 for trainer Ron Burke. Yannick Gingras was in the bike. Danielle Hall was second, and living in the fast lane was third.
Yes, indeed. Race number 9, the $500,000 final for 3-year-old trotting fillies. Number 3, Shake It, Carry, with Ron Pierce was 1-5, and Pierce worked out a perfect second over trip, then sprang off live cover to smoke him, winning by a couple on 152-2. Number 9, CBS, off a 23-1 with Scott Zero was second. Number 4, Struck by Lindy, a 60-1 bomber with Dave Miller, got third.
Onto a purse of almost $600,000 for the 3-year-old female pacers. The favorite here was Colors of Virgin. She was this year's Jugette champ, but it was the long shot, Say It All BB, who jetted out of the gate, really had her way with the fraction. She ends up winning in 115-3 for trainer Ron Burke with Yannick Gingras in the bike. Say It All BB was supplemented to the crown for $62,500. Major Dancer was second. Beach Gal was third. Colors of Virgin was fourth.
Breeders' Crown on Saturday looked like this in the 4th race. $500,000 on the line for the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot final. Number 5, Pinkman, who got really good lately with Yannick Gingras, got away third on a 27-4 quarter before going to the top once in front. Pinkman led to the wire, just lasting long enough to beat number 6, Muscle Diamond, parked the mile at 9-2 for John Campbell by ahead. Number 1, French Laundry, off at 6-1 with Brett Miller, got third.
Okay, now we're going to go to one of my favorite divisions in harness racing, the Open Pacers. It's a $400,000 purse, 7-horse field. I could actually say something extraordinary about every single horse in here.
Yeah, babe, we got time.
But I'm not gonna. I'll just pick 3. Okay, so we've got Sweet Lou, a Topord favorite, a fan favorite. He had a rough patch there, but this horse really looked great in his last start. Then there's number 4, Thinking Out Loud, second choice, 4th last time out, but he also had a big effort in his last start. Then there's number 5, foiled again, richest horse in harness racing history. Love him so much. Always a contender.
Down the backstretch, Gingras has foiled again, up front by 2. Here comes Sweet Lou sprinting up and after him and dashing up and taking over. Better's Edge third. To the outside, Modern Legend is launched with a serious menacing move. State Treasurer to the outside 5th. The pace picks up here and the action heats up. Gap at 2 to Thinking Out Loud, and then Clear Vision. They hook up past the half. Sweet Lou and Modern Legend taking it to him. A duel, 54 and 2/5, 27-4. Sweet Lou inside by a long neck. Modern Legend on the outside applying the pressure. State Treasurer is sitting cozy second over now, third on the outside, foiled again, gaps that pocket some, and Campbell gets into it now with Thinking Out Loud, 3 lengths from the lead, stride for stride with Better's Edge on the rail, and then Clear Vision from the back of the pack, and it's Sweet Lou in front. Modern Legend right there on the outside, 120 and 4/5, 26 and 2/3 quarter. Sweet Lou trying to fight them off. Sweet Lou, Modern Legend on the outside. Foiled again, will need racing room. And then it's State Treasurer in heavy traffic, Better's Edge. Sweet Lou almost home. And here comes Thinking Out Loud. Campbell, final lunge with him. It is Sweet Lou, and Thinking Out Loud.
The leaders went from Better's Edge to Foiled Again to Sweet Lou, but then Modern Legend, he came first up, really challenged Sweet Lou, but Sweet Lou did fight back. Oh, he's also known as the Great White Blaze for that beautiful face he has. But it was Thinking Out Loud who did a hashtag boom down the stretch. He ends up getting up in 148.3. Sweet Lou was second. State Treasurer was also right there for third. Modern Legend 4th, and Foiled Again. You know I gotta mention him. He was 5th, but he's a winner in my heart. Driver John Campbell, he was the winning driver, Hall of Famer, along with Hall of Famer Bob McIntosh, who was the trainer in this one.
Okay, let's keep it going. This is the $500,000 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace. Number 10 in the arsenal with Brian Sears with 7-5, and left hard from the outside. Going to the half after lots of contact. Number 2, Trucero Hanover, off at 7-2 with Andy Miller, grabbed the lead. Within the arsenal sitting second. The number 3, Go Daddy Go, 3-1 with John Campbell, came 3 deep to challenge. Trucero Hanover held them off and won it over in the arsenal in 151 flat. Number 3, Lions, Levi Lewis, 6-1 with Ron Pierce, got third.
Okay, on to the open pacing mares now. The purse $280,000, a big, talented 11 field here. Okay, there's a big battle in the first part of the mile, but it was Shell Escape who was last. Okay, last at the 3/4 pole. She gets up to win in 149.4. She pays $23 to win. Now this is is her second consecutive year that the PJ Fraley trainee wins the Breeders' Crown. So good for her. Proclamation finished second, followed by Charisma Hanover, and then Andrevet was fourth. By the way, this victory, okay, number 47 for Breeders' Crown wins for John Campbell.
Is that good?
Dude, yeah. Is that good? It's okay. I mean, if you like Breeders' Crown wins and whatever.
And Show Escape came from 11th, dead last. What a close.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like worthy of a Silky Sullivan kind of a close. Okay. Stick around when we come back. We're going to have a look at the 3-year-olds. Up close and personal, we'll be inspecting Mick Wicked. We'll have JK Endevanera. And also the big showdown everybody's been waiting for between Nunzio and Father Patrick when we come back. Come away.
Father Patrick settles in up front and dictates the terms here with Jingra.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hello there, racing fans, and welcome to PA Harness Week. This lovely lass next to me is Heather Vitale. I didn't say louse, I said lass.
Oh, okay.
If you, I don't want you to take it the wrong way, okay? Okay, back for more Breeders' Crown action at the Meadowlands on Saturday. Stick this one in your cap and see if it fits well. The $500,000 3-year-old Colt Trot, and the Tactor Factor was in play here. Number 3, Nunzio, never worth a second in his life, was even money chalk with John Campbell. First time he's been favored over Father Patrick. Number 6, it was 6-5. The rest of them all double-digit bombers, except number 10, EL Titan, with Ron Pierce, it was 7-1. And here's the call.
Father Patrick by a length and a half, looking solid. EL Titan on the outside, a challenge first over. So Nunzio locked in the box as they round the turn. Don Dorado gapping his cover some. He is stride for stride with a locked-in Hill Lustrious as they approach 3/4. Then comes Harper Blue Chip on the inside. And Il Sonio Dream from the back. Odds on Amethyst needs to fan out with excess cover. Then Datsuk and Sumatra. They're over at 3/4 in 1:24 It's a well-rated Father Patrick by a length and a half. Nunzio from the inside second, and EL Titan on the outside is all at third. Illustrious angles with a menacing move. Father Patrick, a two-pronged attack here. EL Titan is getting to him. Father Patrick, Nunzio, not tonight. Father Patrick, Father Patrick!
Father Patrick left and grabbed the lead, was not taking any chances this time. Nunzio sat in the 2-hole. Just past the quarter, EL Titan came roaring up on the outside of the challenge and kept shortening that lead. But at the wire was Father Patrick beating EL Titan on neck in 1:51.4. Nunzio, who didn't really look like himself, barely hung on for third. And we caught up with Yannick Gingras to find out his impression of Father Patrick's big win.
I always thought he was the horse to beat. Every time he steps a foot on the racetrack, I think, I'm always very confident in him that he's the best horse in the race, and he proved it tonight.
Thank you, Yannick, and a shout out to Hollywood Hayden, who helped us out with this week's interviews. Always love Bob Hayden. Okay, we're going to move on to the 3-year-old Colt Pacers now. The first 530,000 big ones earlier in the day. Limelight Beach was scratched sick, and then minutes, okay, or a minute, okay, right before the race went behind the gate. Always Be Mickey was scratched sick. Now that completely changes the deal for not only the bettors, but the strategy for the drivers. Okay, so still leaves a talented field of 8, right? So we've got number 6, JK Ennevanera, the North America Cup champ, and then number 3, Mick Wicked. He won a Pennsylvania Sire Stakes final this year, the Adios final. They were both second in their eliminations to the 2 horses that were scratched, right? So that's kind of wild. Now they are the favorites on the tote board.
So it's luck be with you. Up front here with Tetrick, flashes by that marker in a snappy 26 flat. Here comes JK Endevanera on the outside. He's dashing up to take over with Pierce in the backstretch. Mick Wicked right there in third. Let's Drink on it under a stranglehold fourth. He's anxious to go on there. Some Size, Some Style is next. To the outside, Doo-Wop Hanover, followed by Some Star somewhere to the outside, and Capital Account. And Mick Wicked brushes wickedly. It's McWicked. And Brian Sears to the top takes the lead away from J.K. Enavanera off a half of 54 1/5. Luck be with you now. Left in their wake is third inside. Let's drink on it. Let's drink on it. Flushed first over, fourth, third, and gathering steam. And Campbell has live cover with Doo-Wop Hanover fifth. Some size, some style. Shovel to sixth. Some stars somewhere to the outside, seventh. And then it's Capital Count the trailer over at 3/4. It's McWicked, and he's looking strong. McWicked. Let's drink on it. First over to challenge on the outside. J.K. Enavanera is third. 3/4, 1:21 and 3, 27 2 in the third quarter. McWicked turning on the afterburners, leads it by 2. J.K. Enavanera is all out from the inside. Luck be with you, trying to fight back. And some size, some style from the far outside is looking to roll. McWicked and Sears.
Luck be with you. Last year's Breeders' Crown champ. He jets out there, gets the first call, but J.K. Enavanera, he takes over the front, but really not for that many steps because McWicked's like, oh, okay, I'm going to take that over from you. Thank you very much. He's McFabulous with a 149 victory, holding off some size, some style, who came home in 26 3, and he napped second in there. J.K. Enavanera was also right there for the show spot. Always be Mickey, by the way. We mentioned before the race happened that he was scratch lame. He ended up having to have surgery on Monday by Dr. Patty Hogan, a very famous vet, right? Smarty Jones. She worked on Smarty Jones, if you remember that. He had a fractured long pastern bone. They put in 4 screws. He's going to have some time off, and she says that he should come back just fine.
All right, good stuff. Let's continue with the Meadowlands, a big event, the $500,000 Open Trot Final. Number 4, Maven, the mare, with Yannick Gigerod, the 8-5 chalk. Number 1, You're So Vain, was 4-1 with Oka Svenstedt. Number 9, Commander Crowe, and number 2, Market Share, were both 5-1. Here's that exciting call.
Here comes Creatine and Pierce. And Commander Crowe to the outside, third, and now second, just sitting out there down the backstretch. Archangel right there under a tight Sears rein in third. Maven edges to the outside fourth, not to be boxed in. You're So Vain on the inside. That went stride for stride with Market Share. And then it's Arch Madness to the outside. Flanagan Memory, Intimidate is ninth. Wishing Stone is 10th. Half a dazzling 54 4. Commander Crowe took over. Commander Crowe now the one to knock off in the Breeders' Crown as they race the far turn. Here comes Maven on the outside, the elimination winner. And Maven up and after Commander Crowe as they head to 3/4. Creatine locked in the box third. And they continue to march to 3/4. Second over, well positioned. Market Share set to come 3 deep now. From the inside, Archangel's pinned in. Arch Madness third over right now. You're So Vain is buried in traffic. And they turn for home. 3/4, 1:22 4 in the stretch drive of the Breeders' Crown. It's Commander Crowe. Creatine needs racing room. Maven on the outside continues to pour it on. Commander Crowe, Maven on the outside. Commander Crowe is strong. Le Grand Blonde holding on. Commander Crowe, Maven and Creatine. Commander Crowe.
All right, Heather, I got to tell you right away. This was the bet of the century. Commander Crowe went off at 5-1. He took the lead just past the quarter, led to the wire, winning in 151. He held off Maven Safe, who was second. Number 7, Creatine, 13-1 with Ron Pierce, got third. And aside from being a serious racing animal, this may be the most gorgeous creature I've ever seen. The white blaze face, the 4 stockings, the magnificent burnished chestnut coat, and the blonde mane. I mean, see for yourself, this is the most amazing animal. Is she gorgeous or what?
You sound like you're in love.
I am in love.
Yeah.
If you can be in love with Foiled again, I can be in love with Commander Russell Crowe, can I?
Yeah, Commander Russell Crowe.
That's going to do it for this edition of PA Harness Week. Have yourself a great time. From all of us here, Bruce Casella, Sharla McBride, my boo, Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace, just a taste. Get yourself high on harness.
It's only natural.